overtime games, and we haven't won one yet. So we're getting chances. Just gotta find a way to put them in.
Is that 3-on-3 something that you put emphasis on in terms of video or practice time, or is it something that you only sort of happens when you get into the game?
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit. We haven't. I mean, we did it in training camp. We did some 3-on-3 stuff, try and get used to it, but we haven't since. So I'm not sure. Obviously, they're big points. We gotta. It's a big extra point, so we've got to find a way to win those overtime games.
Norman mentioned that after the strong first period that the team had, that there needed to be that emphasis to get that second goal into the proverbial killer instinct. It didn't happen in the second, third period. Do you feel like that's been missing lately? Get that killer instinct, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. Something that we've talked about. How we've come out in a real strong first. Obviously, we scored first, but we got to keep going, and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball with a 5-on-3. But I thought the guys did a great job in killing that penalty. I mean, a full 2 minutes 5-on-3 is tough, and that's a great job. And would have been nice to reward the penalty kill with the win, but that wasn't the case.
Is it, as a player, I know that when you're up in a game, you have to fight the urge, I guess, to sit back. I mean, is that something as a player you're cognizant of, making sure that you don't fall into that shell?
Yeah, definitely. It's something you constantly talk about. Especially in our system, we're an aggressive system, and we want to keep playing forward. So in that case, that's definitely what we're trying to do, and it's tough to get out of sometimes.
Penalty shot goal typically give a team a boost, and what did Hodgson's do for you guys there for a while tonight?
Yeah, that was big. Obviously, he got himself in a good spot there where he drew the penalty shot. He had a breakaway there with some speed, and that was good to get the first goal. I think we needed to get that second one. Probably a lot more chances in the first, but we couldn't bury it. Slow start to the second with all the penalty kills, but I think that killing a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes is a great job from the penalty kill, and it would have been nice to reward them with 2 points tonight.
So dominant there in the first period, did Calgary sort of respond and up their game, or did you guys just not maintain that level?
No, I think they responded and up their game. They've been playing well. From what we had scouted anyway, better than what they had played in the first period. I think they upped their game. I still think that we could have been better in the second. We got into a little bit of penalty issues there and had to get through that. I thought the penalty kill did a good job, and sometimes you can grab some momentum from that, but we weren't able to seem to grab any. They checked a lot tighter, I think, in the second and third period.
No 3-on-3 is not something you probably put much thought into until this year, and when the overtime period came out. I mean, when you look at these overtime periods for your team so far this season without a win, what do you see in those periods?
They've all ended the same way. We've had we had 2 looks to win a game tonight, and it didn't happen. It didn't drop for us, and on one of them, we probably should have layered different to prevent that rush. But there was 2 opportunities, a 2-on-1 and a chance in the slot, and they didn't drop for us, and that's what happened in the previous games as well. And as soon as it doesn't happen, it turns around and goes back the other way.
Is there anything you would do differently going forward, or you just think that those will start to even out?
Well, we'd like to bury some of those chances. I think that would eliminate it, right? The game would be over. So, but I think that those opportunities that presented themselves, we've talked about it as a group. We have to. There's been 3-on-1s. We've had a couple 3-on-1s, and we haven't capitalized on it. We talk about, do you take a guy out of the 3-on-1 just to layer properly for defense, and you can't do that. You gotta leave it in there to try and end the game, and it hasn't worked out to this point.
Scoring on a penalty shot typically a winning type play. I mean, does that typically serve a team well, and did it give you guys a boost?
It was a boost at the time. I mean, we had a lot of good things going on in the first period, and not getting the results for it, so it was good to get on the scoreboard with a goal. Would have been tough to leave that period 0-0, after the way we had played. So, but it was early at the time, so it was good to get the goal. I don't know if it necessarily gave us a boost. We seemed to be on point at that particular spot in the game. The first period, we seemed to be playing the way we wanted to. The penalty came as a result of it. It was good execution by Cody on the shot. I don't know if it gave us a boost. We seemed to already be down a road where we were going down the right track.
So it's so important for guys to focus sort of day to day, period to period when you're in a tough stretch like this, is it maybe beneficial to take a step back and look big picture and say, you know, we're still in the division race, the playoff race, things aren't as bad as they probably feel at this moment?
Yeah, there's no question it's a long season. There's always stretches, but geez, you'd hate to hang on to that too long. You know, you'd hate to keep saying that tomorrow is going to be a better day. If you say it enough times, you'll find yourself out of the playoffs. So, you know, you gotta find wins at the end of the day. There's things we could have done better in the second and third period, and you know, we let a point slip away tonight. Thank you.